It's nice to see you on this Tuesday. Culture change. We'll hear from GM's CFO later in the show. But first, a look at your headlines. We'll begin in Spring Hill, Tennessee. That's where UAW Local 1853 members narrowly rejected the union's proposed contract with General Motors by just 7 votes. 1,673 workers voted no. 1,666 supported the deal. It's the first vote held at a large GM factory on the tentative 4-year labor agreement. The pact has been approved by wide margins at 2 smaller locals in Saginaw and Warren, Michigan. As we've reported, GM has pledged investments in the sprawling Spring Hill plant to build the company's next-gen utility vehicles. The factory currently builds the Cadillac XT5, XT6, and GMC Acadia, as well as V8 engines. A total of 46,000 UAW members nationwide are scheduled to vote this week on whether to ratify the agreement. Voting concludes Friday. In the meantime, you can track the results at autonews.com. In other news, Renault chairman Jean-Dominique Senard saying Tuesday that a possible deal with Fiat Chrysler automobiles is not on the table now. However, he did not rule out an agreement being re-examined at some point in the future. Senard telling France Inter Radio, quote, "One must never say never," regarding speculation that Renault might relook at merging with FCA. Meanwhile, Senard says he is determined to get Renault's alliance with Nissan back on track next year. The partnership was rocked by former Alliance boss Carlos Ghosn's arrest in Tokyo almost a year ago on financial misconduct charges, which he denies. Volkswagen Group is not scouting for alternative locations as it evaluates plans to build a new factory in Turkey. That's according to the automaker's production chief. Earlier this month, VW said it had postponed a decision to build a plant in Turkey in the wake of international criticism of the country's military operations in Syria. From cutting its workforce to reshaping its vehicle lineup, General Motors is transforming its business model for the future. The makeover also includes cultural shifts. So says Chief Financial Officer Divya Suryadevara. She says GM has been working to build more teamwork and accountability. The company is also aiming to become more diverse and inclusive.
We have folks who've been in the company for a long period of time. We've had newcomers and people who have been with the company for a short period of time. Bringing diverse perspectives in and having folks talk about, hey, this is what I saw in my prior career, or this is an alternative way of thinking about things. So it is a culture where we are making better decisions because we have people who bring completely diverse and different perspectives to the table.
Suryadevara says women make up about a quarter of GM's salaried workforce, and half of the company's board members are women. But she notes that GM still has more work to do in recruiting a diverse labor force. Suryadevara rose to CFO and leader of corporate strategy after joining GM as a financial analyst in 2005. She spoke with our publisher Jason Stein at Automotive News' Leading Women Conference in Dearborn, Michigan last week. By the way, you can now submit your nominations for next year's Automotive News 100 Leading Women list. Automotive News has been shining a spotlight on top female leaders every 5 years since 2000. To fill out a simple nomination form, visit autonews.com/100leadingwomen. Thanks for watching today's newscast. Take care.